Well, hello there, my fellow Minecrafters and friends. It's Lordie32 here, and we're going to be looking today at a spider spawner, but it's not just any spider spawner. I've promised in a couple of my comments that I would build this one, and what we're going to do is we're going to be combining two spawners into one EXP farm. That sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? Well, we're going to do that, and we're going to use the water flow system on one of my previous videos as well, so that we don't get them all getting stuck up at the top. Okay, so here we are. Unfortunately, the two that I found, I've lost again. So I had to keep searching, and I found two near M's base. Don't tell her. So she's going to have her own little EXP grinder here. Here the spawners are, and you can see how close they are. There was one in a room and one just sitting here down a little corridor. So, and they're extremely close to M's base. It's just down. There's a little ravine under this one, and it's just down there a little bit. Yeah, you can't really see it from here. But anyway, so we're going to be building this into one room basically. I'm going to do a bit of a time lapse, so we're going to knock all this out, make it into one room for the spiders to spawn in. What we're going to need to do is we're going to have a gap of a 1 block space above the highest spawner, which is this one to the left, and then we're going to have 2 block space below the lower spawner, and make that into a square. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and see how it works. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty effective. And roughly over in this location is going to be where we're going to dispatch the spiders. It will be obviously a little bit lower than that. Right, so I think let's go on with it then. Oh my word, I thought I had this place lit up properly. Get away from me, you horrible thing. Oh man, look, I'm poisoned again. I can't understand how that got here. I've lit everywhere up. It just came out from the ceiling there. Oh my word. Wonderful. Well, let's clear up this wood, and we'll start making the... oh, what the heck? Oh my word. This is not funny, guys. You got to stop doing this. This is going to be very awkward if I have to go through this whole procedure with spiders on me all the time. Okay. Well, I think we need to have a bit of a think about this. Okay. Okay, guys. Here we are in time lapse, and I thought I'd try and do a little bit of a time lapse chat. Maybe talk a bit about what I'm doing in the time lapse, but just have a general ramble, really. And try and keep you a little bit entertained during the time lapse, because it is I think it's about 10 minutes long. Now, whether I can keep talking for 10 minutes or not, I don't know, and whether you find it fun or not, that is also an interesting question. And obviously leave your comments below and let me know how you thought this time lapse went. Okay, so basically what I'm just trying to do now, as I just said a couple of minutes ago, is just basically clear out a room for the spiders to spawn in. And what I'm doing here at the moment is I'm just trying to just judge by looking around these spawners as to how much room I'm going to need and how far I'm going to need to dig it out. As I said, we want one space above the highest spawner and 2 spaces below the lowest spawner, and that should give us a decent sized room. Getting quite a few spawns around this area, so I'm trying to sort of box it off as quickly as I can to stop them coming along. Yeah, I'm also doing this. I'm doing this voiceover because I recorded this the other night, and my voice recording software somehow managed not to record my voice, so highly annoying. All the funny bits and pieces that went on during the build, I lost it all. So, but at least I got the video, so that's a good thing. And yes, I'm just having to do a voiceover, which I would have had to do for the time lapse anyway. But yeah, there would have been a couple of funny bits that unfortunately have had to be just cut over now because I've had to do the voiceover. Otherwise I could have run it at normal speed with the voice, but never mind, we live and learn. It's, you know, I'm pretty new to YouTube and video editing, so it's going to take me a little while before I do really professional videos, but hopefully it's going to, you know, progress pretty quick and you guys are going to really enjoy these videos. Right, so we're getting quite near to completing the room now. There's not that much more I need to do. I have made a little bit of a mistake over on the highest side, and I'm dropping down a level as well. So you've got 7 blocks from the wall to the edge of that drop, so that the water then flows on again down the next step. Obviously, because we've got the 2 spawners and one's in front of the other, it means the room's got to be longer than the normal 8 blocks which we'd normally use for the water course. So yeah, so we've got this extra layer now, and then we need to drop down again to push the spiders into the dispatch chamber. Also, I'm trying to work out where the centre is here as well, because what we want is the water coming in. As you see, look, I'm just filling in the incorrect measurement now that I made previously. Yeah, I'm trying to work out where the centre is and how the water flow will push the spiders into the dispatch chamber. I'm going to need to fill those 2 holes I've got on each side in a minute. If you do have any questions, I mean, this isn't a tutorial. This is just basically showing the build process, and I hope hopefully it should give you some ideas as to how to form your own spider spawners in a survival world. They are really pretty low cost to make, and you will need quite a bit of wood if you're using the water method to stop them building up in the top. It's raining here in England today. Looking out of my window, it's pouring down out there, middle of summer, and what do we get? Rain. Yeah, right, what am I doing? Oh, I'm just lighting up the surrounding area here. Yeah, it's been a strange summer in Cornwall, which is where I live, by the way. Right. Yeah, we've had some really hot days, but it's not been a great summer really. Right, so this is where I'm just knocking through here. This is where the spiders are going to come through, and we're going to get rid of them. So I'm going to go and fill the water in a minute. Yeah, here we go. So we're starting to fill the water streams. That water, you see what I mean? It's that water's stationary there, so we need to fill those blocks in and just have the water coming from the first block, and that will send the water into this chamber. And I've just dropped the level there, so the water carries on pushing them through, and it'll push them down under that iron rod and then up. So you've got to be a little bit careful with this design actually, because in the past I have just gone AFK near here, and for some reason entity cramming doesn't seem to work when the mobs are being pushed upwards with the water course. Well, or particularly with spiders. I'm not sure if it affects other mobs the same. I'll have to have a look at that and test that out. So here we are now. We're putting in the stairs, the upside down stairs, for the water to come down from the ceiling, and we're starting to put our fence gates in as well. I'm doing this all in survival, so it's it's a bit difficult. We've got spiders popping around us all the time, and getting the water and stuff. But I thought I just wanted to show you the process of building it in survival, so you can see it's a doable thing. I don't die in the whole thing, so that's a bit of a bonus. Yeah, I mean, putting in the water is a bit of a challenge, and I could have probably done this in a bit of a better way, I suppose. I could have probably well, pretty much definitely should have left the torches around those spider spawners, but in a minute I take them away and put fence gate posts near them, which means I then start getting a lot more spiders spawning, which is a bit of a pain, as you will see. But it's all good fun. It's all good fun trying to survive while building. I prefer it that way, actually, to be honest. It adds that extra level into the game, that extra challenge into building stuff. Quite often I'll build it in survival rather than going into a test world to do it. But you know, everyone's got their own way of playing, and that's just me. I just enjoy the survival aspect of it. So okay, so yeah, I'm putting iron bars down the front here because I find it helps the spiders from going back up and getting stuck on the lip of the blocks as well. I'm not sure whether that actually works. Feel free to leave a comment in the comments to let me know one way or the other. But yeah, now I'm going back to filling in the downwards water on that front wall. This is really good in a spider spawner because the tendency for spiders are to crawl up the wall at the front, and they just hang around the corners up at the ceiling. And basically with this design it prevents them doing that, because if they do go up there, well, it doesn't prevent them doing that, they will still do it, but they will drown up at the top, which is ideal because it then means you've not got a massive clump of spiders slowing down your spawn rates and causing lag in the server. They're all being drowned and got rid of while more are being spawned in. I didn't finish my previous comment though, did I? Yeah, as I was saying, with this design, where the spiders are pushed up into the dispatching area under the metal rod or on top of the metal rod, they tend to not be affected by entity cramming. So if you go AFK, you could end up with hundreds of spiders all bouncing around there, which is going to cause a lot of lag on your PC or your server, wherever you're playing. But another aspect is that I've come on and killed them all when they've all been floating there, and obviously they drop 2 or 3 items each, and when you've got hundreds in there, that's a lot of entities, and it can cause some extreme lag. I even crashed my server once because of this spider spawner, because I had so many spiders there. So that's just something to be a little bit careful of. I mean, you can always move away from it and let the spiders despawn rather than killing them. You don't have to kill them, although that is the purpose for building it, I suppose. As you can see here, I'm just building the upper layer of fence gates. One thing I have made a little bit of a mistake here, because I need to drop down those fence gates by one level, where the water course drops down as well. Because otherwise the water won't flow right up to the downward section of water. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind, and I do correct that in a few minutes. And here I've just filled the first layer of water on those gate posts, and I'm opening them all up. Yeah, you will find actually, if you miss a couple of gate posts, the fence gates, it leaves that downward section of water there, and that is a good way to be able to get up and down to be building this. So just something to keep in mind. It might always be worth leaving one, with the water pouring down over at the back, so that you can get up and down easily without being harassed by the spiders all the time. Here you are, I'm now lowering down those fence gates so that the water carries on correctly. Yeah, it's as you can see, it's great fun when you've got spiders spawning everywhere. I did have a few nightmare moments, especially at the end in the dark. That was a bit scary. And once I'd knocked off all the torches, and that was yeah, seat of the pants moment there. But yeah, as you can see, the spiders are going through the chamber now, so that's looking pretty good. So we've not got that much more to do now. Yeah, I mean, that downwards water on the front wall there, I think that really makes really good use of these spider spawners, and it just makes them work so much better. Let me know how you feel in the comments, please. I'm always really happy to hear what you think of the designs. And of course, anytime you if you want to see me do anything in Minecraft, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do about doing a video for you guys. It really helps me when I get feedback and you tell me sort of things you'd like to see me doing in the future. That will help me to sort of expand the channel and maybe get a few more videos going. I do have a lot of ideas. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. I did sort out my golem farm, which I need to do a quick video about actually, because 1.14.4 kind of broke my design again, and I've been able to simplify it a lot and take out all the redstone, which will make a lot of people happy, I suppose. Yeah, so it's a lot easier now, although I have had to bring in a oh no, a desert zombie. The name escapes me for the moment. It's gone. No, can't remember. Yeah, so luckily I've got a desert quite close by, so it wasn't too hard getting him here, but yeah, he works a lot better, and he's a little bit taller than a normal zombie. Which is why it works, but I'll do a video on that one just to let you, just so you can see. It's yeah, it'll only be a few minute video. As you can see here, we've almost finished the fence gates. It is a bit of a task, isn't it? Especially keep falling down and stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare, but as you can see, it is doable. You can do it, and I'm pretty sure there's some much easier ways to do it than I've done right here. I think I definitely could have done this in a bit of a better way, but you know, for the purposes of this video and for getting something for you to look at, I think it's going to work for now anyway. Yeah, so yeah, lots and lots of spiders to kill here. Here I just put that block there and covered it with water, because the water flow wasn't running right to the edge, but once I did that, it worked perfectly, and I was able to remove that block. So there you go, the water is now all flowing perfectly. And here is the finished dispatch room. It's just basically very simple, just to show you it working basically. And I just put these trapdoors in as a way to see into the into there to see the spiders accumulating. So yeah, so there it is, all finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. It just shows you basically a way you can combine a couple of spider spawners into one EXP grinder, and it's great for all the wool needs you're ever going to have. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. It's just, as I say, it's just a simple way to set one up, and it comes at a really low cost as well. So for example, we've got in this chest here, this is what I used, was 4 stacks of the fence gates, and we've got half a stack of trapdoors. You don't need anywhere near that many though, to be honest, and then a quarter of a stack of iron bars, and that's it. That's all you're gonna need. Right, well, there we go. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a massive laugh to make. Really enjoyed making it myself. And of course, if you like this video, then please give us a like. If you loved it, then please subscribe. And if there's something you think we could do better, or you'd like to see in a future episode, then please let me know in the comments. And above all, guys, have an amazing day. See you next time.